A lovely night here in San Francisco. The San Francisco Bay Area, our venue, the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, our scene. Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And joining us a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Lakers, Nash and Bryant in the backcourt, and it's Kaman in at the 5, roaming the paint. And it's Young, and it's Gasol in at the 4 slot. And for Golden State, Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the backcourt. And it's Bogut in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Then there's Iguodala, and it's Lee in at the 4 spot.
And for the Warriors, unusual for a playoff team to be giving minutes to 3 or even 4 rookies, but that was the case last season. Barnes, Ezeli, Green, they brought in a rookie group with maturity that had done a good job of preparing themselves at the collegiate level, and all of them produced.
And for the Warriors rookies last season, Steve, they got an early start. They were in the team gym from the earliest days after the draft.
Well, this is a club that has great chemistry. Some of that has to do with Mark Jackson. A lot of it has to do with just the quality of people that they've put on that roster. But it's an exciting young team with a good coach and a great crowd. I think the Warriors have a very bright future.
Now here's Bryant after Chris Kaman's miss. Young for 3. That's good. Young's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a pass. Nash showing you excellent court vision there.
Thompson with it. Picked up by Kobe. Right side Curry. And stolen by Kaman. On the wing, Bryant. The kick out to Young. Kobe passes to Young. Kaman inside, and he uses the glass on the layup. Kaman's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Curry dishes to Bogut, and that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending to deflect it away.
Here's Curry, shot from the inbound, and he gets the bucket.
Well, we all know that Curry is a tremendous shooter, just like his father. Quick release, pinpoint accuracy, deep range. But what I like about Curry is his passing ability. He's such a good playmaker and tremendous court vision.
And the thing I like, Steve, is Steph's not just a spot-up shooter. He can create his own shot off the dribble, and he makes tough shots on the move. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Lets it go with the 3. Here's Lee. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
You know, the way he played last season and the strides he made in terms of defensive presence and the fact he's a consistent threat, we can start calling David Lee an elite power forward, in my opinion. The numbers are certainly there.
That free throw from Lee is good. And for David Lee last season, the second All-Star appearance in his career, one with the New York Knicks, and last year as a Warrior. The first All-Star appearance for a Golden State Warrior, Steve, and hard to believe, in 16 years.
That's a long time, but it's been a pretty big dry spell for that franchise. But you know, you talk about Lee, he led the league last year in double-doubles, had 56 of them during the season. So, you know, is he elite? I don't know if he's elite, but he's a borderline all-star, made it last year. But one of the top, let's say, 5-6 power forwards in the game.
That's high praise. Yeah. Now Thompson, following the three-point attempt by Kobe Bryant. The quick look, no good that time.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room. Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll. Well, guys, Kobe Bryant is now the longest tenured Laker ever. Magic called him the greatest Laker ever. On a team that's had so many terrific players, that is a monumental statement.
And for Kobe, he said at this point, he'll never go to another team. It's important for him to retire a Laker. You don't hear that from a lot of guys.
No, Reggie Miller with the Pacers, Larry Bird with the Celtics, but not often. And I think it does add to a player's legacy, and it adds to the history and the legacy of the franchise as well. So I think it's important that Kobe remains in that Laker jersey.
Nash kicks to Kobe. Feeds it to Young. And he gets the bucket. Young's got 8 points.
Wow, just a tremendous first quarter shooting the basketball for them, guys.
Yeah, when they put it up, it's gone in.
Curry with it. Lets it go from 14. And he hits the jump shot. Now here's Nash. The dish to Kaman. Pass to Bryant. Gasol tried to free himself up, and it's Kobe missing. Warriors trail by 6. Iguodala with it, guarded now by Nash. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Six to shoot. He feeds it to Lee. The shot will not go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Nash gets a screen from Kaman. The shot by Nash, no good. Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Ryan against Thompson. The shot by Iguodala. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Iguodala's got his second bucket. Here is Bryant. The pass to Young. Iguodala with the steal. And up the court come the Warriors. Oh!
How about that basketball, man? Wow.
Yeah, nice fast break from start to finish, guys.
Especially on the back end. I mean, he polished it off perfectly.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Golden State. Here's Nash, and it's blocked by Curry. The Warriors trailing. Lee sets a screen for Curry. Kicks it out to Iguodala. Sinks the triple. Iguodala's got 9 points.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Here's Nash. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Clark, their offense has been great here.
Yeah, I love the way they've looked. Really strong and together.
Yeah, and very aggressive, too. Keeping the defense off balance with their ball movement. Well, I like the way they look.
Now, here's Thompson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Here's Curry. Again, Golden State. Lakers trail by 3. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And Young, here we go. He dishes it to Kaman. Young passes to Nash. Shot clock at 6. From about 19 feet, Nash with another miss.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Now, Klay Thompson making NBA money. I'll tell you what, he learned from his father, Michael Thompson, who played a long time in the NBA, and his dad taught him, hey, you better live on a monthly stipend. You got to save your money, son. So good advice from Pops.
The Warriors shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Well, this is a good free throw shooting team a year ago. They hit about 79% of their free throws as a unit.
You know, success at the line just became contagious for them. A few guys got on a roll, and it carried over to the rest of the team.
And the first one drops. And you know, to go back, there's the cliche of the athlete who doesn't save for retirement. It's got to be a good thing for Klay Thompson to have that restraint, I would think.
And what I like, Kevin, the focus for him is on basketball and getting better. No entourage, no shopping sprees. Everything is pretty low-key and close to the vest. I mean, he's a gym rat, wants to be a great player, not interested in glamour and celebrity. He wants the ball.
I like the fact he lives on a tight budget, and you know what, as Steve was talking about, he's got some pretty good genes, pretty good bloodlines,
DNA isn't bad at all with Michael being the dad. Well, you know, it's interesting, guys. Klay Thompson, as we all know, is a deadly outside shooter. But I think early in his NBA career, he struggled a bit with his touch around the rim. So it's nice to see as last season wore on, he started to find that touch around the glass and finish against bigger guys, which is much needed at the two-guard position.
Here's Curry after the made shot from Young. It's tipped. Young with the steal. He kicks it to Bryant. Pass to Nash from past the arc. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. Nash has got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Well, and Clark going back to Klay Thompson. He wants to be a complete player. Dad certainly was. And Steve, he's just a shooting specialist.
Oh, he's got the size and ball handling ability to really attack off the dribble. And he's also become an excellent defender, too. Greg Popovich talked about it during their playoff series a year ago. Thompson really did a nice job at that end of the floor.
Here's Nash after the made shot from Andre Iguodala. Hill dishes to Nash. Just 5 on the clock. Makes it off the glass. Nash has got 5 now.
Not much the defense can do once he gets to the bucket.
Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now Curry. 6 points for him. Thompson for the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Lakers trail by 3. Gasol setting the pick for Nash. Outside Hill. Pass to Young. And another basket for the Lakers.
This shot is looking really good here in the first.
Sure is, Clark, and he's nailing everything. 5 for 5 already.
Thompson outside. Curry attacking. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. And Los Angeles with some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Young. Blake comes in for Kobe. And it's Farmar in for Steve Nash. Here's Curry. Drains the 19-footer. Curry's got 8.
Boy, you can't run an inbounds play any better than that right there.
Here's Blake, guarded by Curry. There's the steal. Uses both ends to slam it down.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Yeah, absolutely. They made the steal pay dividends instantly in the open floor.
Lakers trail by 5. Here's Farmar. There's the feed to Johnson. Good, and Farmar gets the assist.
What an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender, giving up so much size, there's no way he's going to get a hand on him.
Curry kicks to Douglas. Blake with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
Now here's Douglas. Kicks it to Barnes. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Curry kicks to Barnes. Dishes it to Spates. And Gasol sends it back. There's 1:54 left to play here in the first. Here's Farmar. And again, it's the Lakers from deep. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Well, Kevin, in the first half of play, they're really closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity defensively.
Another thing, I mean, they've done a great job early of creating chaos on defense, being disruptive, and getting steals through the first half of today's game.
Hill with it. Now defended by Spates. Hill passes to Farmar. Clock at 6. For 3. Barnes grabs the miss.
There's some good defense for you. I mean, for somebody who's as good at shooting the three as he is, you need a defender who's equally adept at guarding against him. That was well done.
Well, then they picked the right guy to put on him. Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Chris Kaman's checked in for Pau Gasol. Golden State's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Douglas dishes to Curry. 40 seconds left in the first quarter. Spates sets a screen. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That one is on Kaman.
You know, with Steph Curry, it's never been a question about his talent, guys. It's always been a question about how are his ankles going to do. But really, he only missed significant time in the shortened season. And for the most part, he's been healthy and highly productive.
That free throw, no good. And a few ankle tweaks for Curry last season, but with the big brace he wore, he said the pain was mostly from the brace bruising his ankle than anything else.
Well, it sounds to me like maybe you should take the brace off. Maybe a smaller brace so
Perhaps,
he doesn't get the bruising. That would be smart.
Exactly. He hits the second from the line.
It's been a solid outing for Curry. He already has 9 points and 4 assists. Coming out and starting this one big so far.
Now you can tell how motivated he is to play well today.
Here's Farmar. Feeds it to Hill. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That's his first foul.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Came in the high post. 6 to shoot. Here's Blake. Los Angeles with another miss.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
1 quarter in the... Neither team able to build much of a lead up to this point as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, Clark and Steve, what have they been doing or not doing?
And you could see early on, guys, they were going to go inside and try to establish their offense in the paint area. That's exactly what they've done.
And I think that's exactly where they should continue to attack moving forward, Steve.
Now here's Douglas. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here's Bogut. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Bogut's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Warriors. Here's Blake, defended by Douglas. Kobe against Thompson.
You know, one of the things with Kobe is that he's gotten a lot more blunt and honest with his remarks. You see it on Twitter, you see it in his post-game interviews, and he is not shy when it comes to really critiquing other teams and players in this league.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Warriors.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Young's checked in for the Lakers. And the second free throw, good. The Warriors shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. Here's Douglas. Oh, that's blocked. Kaman, a screen on Bogut. Nash kicks to Kaman. Nash gets a screen from Kaman. Launches a three. Young's shot is off. As I said with Kobe, he seems more comfortable saying what's ever on his mind now, and that's gotten him in some questionable situations, Clark, with his teammates.
Well, it is a gray area when you talk about, actually, there's a pretty strict policy on tweeting or engaging in social media during games. But you do like the fact that Kobe is stretching out a little bit in that regard. You don't always agree with what he says, but I think he backs up a lot of his opinion.
He knows the game.
Yes, he does.
The guy is as smart as they come on the floor.
No question.
Free throw, good, Bogut. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown when they decided to go in a new direction. And boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Yes, gentlemen, last season the Golden State Warriors vastly exceeding expectations, and they did it all while playing their rookies extensively. The young guns showed a great maturity and work ethic from the start, leading the Summer League team to an undefeated record. With Festus Ezeli and Draymond Green, both 4-year seniors, Harrison Barnes said that as the youngest of the pack, being around those two helps me mature more quickly. And guys, they delivered quickly, helping the Warriors reach the 2nd round of the playoffs.
Thanks, Doris. And this team poised not just to win, but to win big for years to come. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were, and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers season went.
It's a good assessment. Here's Kobe after the made shot from David Lee, and he gets it to go.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
There's the dish to Douglas. Thompson inside the line, and the rebound goes to Nash. Nash has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Kaman passes to Bryant. Iguodala with the block. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Thompson inside the line. Nice jump shot. Good. Thompson's got 10 points in the game. The Lakers trail. Timeout called the Lakers.
Well, he looks like he wants to toy around with some of their sets and matchups here.
You know, I don't think you can afford to go through a whole game doing the same thing over and over, and you have to be able to adjust on the fly, just like he's doing here.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach directly asked him to take the reins and to start to make a bigger impact than he has been to this point, saying the offense isn't the same without him leading it. He also wants them using a fundamental offensive approach. Specifically, he'd like to see them running the pick and roll as often as they can. Guys, they're clearly hoping those changes have an effect even before this game makes it to halftime. Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris. Douglas with it, guarded now by Nash. And here's Douglas. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 6 to shoot. Here's Iguodala, and the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Yeah, guys, it's his consistent shooting. It's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Nash against Douglas. And that one's good. Nash has got it all tied up now for Los Angeles.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
Douglas kicks to Iguodala. Iguodala, right side. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Well, they'll give him that shot. He doesn't have the most reliable jump shot in the world. We know that.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Well, good idea setting that screen, but the execution wasn't there.
No, it sure wasn't. I mean, you want it to be hard, but it also has to be legal.
And the Warriors making a change here. Barnes is checked in. Now here's Douglas. Thompson, left side. Passes it to Lee. Iguodala's drive. The 3 from Barnes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Barnes has got 5 now.
Great job from behind the arc this quarter. I mean, shooting just under 60% for the game. I mean, that's smoking.
Nash kicks to Bryant. He feeds it to Gasol. No good. Nice D from Barnes. Warriors leading by 3. Douglas with it. He's picked up by Hill. Douglas dishes to Iguodala. Now the pass to Lee. He kicks it to Douglas. The 3 from Barnes. Another 3 for Golden State.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
Tony Douglas, I thought, had a nice bounce-back season a year ago. Always a tough defender, guys. And got his shot to start falling again, which had been AWOL for a bit. In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
Thompson outside. Young against Iguodala. He dishes it to Douglas. Pass to Thompson. And here's Barnes for 3. And he gets it to go. Barnes has got 11 points. And Douglas out of Florida State, more of a combo guard.
Yeah, he's not a pure point or an elite scorer, but he is good defensively. You know he's going to get that from Florida State. And I like his aggressive mentality at that end of the floor.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
Yep, that's something that the defense has to put a stop to. Maybe a defensive adjustment is necessary here.
Now here's Douglas. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Offensive rebound. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
The Warriors have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line. No good on the free throw.
The knock on David Lee for a long time was that he didn't impact his team defensively. I mean, last year, however, you could see that it was something he was focusing on more and more and really was a factor with his help defense and rotations.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Wesley Johnson's checked in for Young, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Bryant. That's off as well, so he misses both. And Clark, when you talk about David Lee defensively, in the past, he's had to play a lot of center, both in New York and Steve now in Golden State.
Well, that's probably the weakness in his game. He doesn't have long arms. He's not a shot blocker. But, you know, he can get pushed around a little bit by the stronger centers. That's why it was important for Golden State to put Andrew Bogut next to him to be a rim protector and to protect Lee a little bit down there.
And that one's good. Thompson's got 12 points in the game. Lakers trail by 5. Blake with it. Pass to Farmar. The feed to Gasol. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Farmar's got 3 assists in the game. Now, here's Thompson, guarded by Blake. Now, here's Thompson. 12 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Barnes passes to Ezeli. Johnson with the block.
Obviously, they're evenly matched teams on the inside. The rebound numbers are very even.
Yeah, I've been impressed with just both teams' energy, just really working hard on the break.
Ridiculous. Tore it down that time.
What a smooth finish.
Well, he's certainly the one they want on the end of those breaks. He always finishes strong.
Here's Blake. Kicks it to Hill. Fades and shoots, and he gets it to go. Hill's got his second basket.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Well, their energy is lacking. They've got to start playing harder and battle down in the paint.
Barnes against Johnson. It's Curry with the drive. And it's blocked by Farmar. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. And the Lakers making a change here. Kamen's checked in. Thompson from long range. Rebound the Lakers. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. The 17-footer, and it's blocked by Curry. And here we go with Curry running it up the court. And the shot is good. Curry's got 11 points.
Yeah, he didn't even bother to wait around for any help on that break.
That was a one-man job all the way, Steve. He knew what to do with it and when.
Farmar kicks to Blake. Unloads. Good. And Farmar gets the assist.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shot.
Offensive rebound. And Thompson kicks to Spates. Dishes to Curry. Feeds to Thompson. Golden State moving the ball around. Barnes passes to Ezeli. Thompson outside. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Lakers on the break. Johnson's got the ball. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. Lakers shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. First one falls for him.
Well, the Warriors going to the playoffs last season for just the 2nd time in 19 seasons, guys. Pretty incredible and remarkable, too. But it seems, as Mark Jackson said, that things be a-changing in the Bay Area, and for the better.
So he gets them both. And for the Warriors, a scrappy, hard-fought win over the Denver Nuggets in 6 games. They also, Steve, gave the Spurs a lot of trouble in the second round.
They sure did. That series might have turned out a lot different if they hadn't collapsed in Game 1. But the Warriors showed tremendous resilience in bouncing back and really making that series so competitive. Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Stephen Curry is the son of famed sharpshooter Del Curry. And in Steph's sophomore year in high school, his dad made him change his shooting motion from his chest to above his head to make it harder to block. Of this change, Steph said, I really couldn't shoot outside the paint for like the first 3 weeks. All summer when I was at camp, people were like, who are you? Why are you playing basketball? I was really that bad for a month and a half before I finally figured it out. And guys, as fast as he gets that thing off, he could probably shoot it from his ankles.
Yeah, he can do it all. Thanks, Doris.
His confidence really at an all-time high.
Golden State's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter, 4 for 8. Curry dishes to Barnes. Lays it up and banks it in. Barnes has got the game tied up here for the Warriors.
Impeccable mechanics this quarter. He's been perfect from the field.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Blake kicks to Kaman. Here's Blake. He's covered by Thompson. And the basket by Blake. Blake's got 7 points in the game. Here's Curry. 11 points in the game. And again, shot good from Barnes. It's a tie game here in Oakland. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Steve Nash. You guys had some difficulties taking care of the basketball. What's going through your mind right now about how this first half has played out?
Well, I mean, I don't know that I got too many shots up, but I got to be aggressive to score. I think, especially when Kobe's got the ball, he's going to kick it out to me. I got to look for my shot, look to be aggressive and put the pressure on the defense.
Steve, we appreciate the time. Kevin?
Thanks, Doris. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter started.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Welcome to a Thursday edition of the Halftime Report. The Warriors are putting up one heck of a fight. Great energy and aggression offensively, making their own luck with a lot of second-chance points. Stephen Curry on cruise control in this one against the Lakers. He's got 11 points and is also helping set the table. Who's ready to eat? It's also been a strong start for the Lakers. A dramatic advantage in the paint. They're getting right in close and converting the kind of buckets they want. Nick Young has been tremendous in the first half. Always a threat to go off in any given game, and he hasn't disappointed. And we'll see you next time as the second half's about to get underway out in Oakland. So long.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. And Harrison Barnes has really been making it happen, guys.
Boy, he put on a show from the three-point line in the first half, didn't he? We'll see if the halftime break had any cooling effect on him.
Yeah, we'll soon find out because I guarantee they're going to keep feeding it to him behind the arc until he does cool off.
It's Iguodala with the drive. The dish to Bogut. And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Here's Iguodala. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. 6 to shoot. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low. Well, Andrew Bogut essentially missed the first half of last season as he continued rehab from his ankle injury from early 2012. The team did a pretty good job of holding down the fort in his absence. Got off to a hot start, but no question about it. He gives this team a whole different dimension inside when he's healthy.
Going back to Bogut, the Warriors took a little heat early on with that trade. You know, they sent their high-scoring guard, Monte Ellis, for Bogut to Milwaukee, and they had to wait a long while for the big man because he came injured to Golden State.
Well, that was the main reason people were upset. They traded their leading scorer for a guy who couldn't even play because he was on the sidelines. But once he was healthy, the trade made perfect sense. Golden State had plenty of firepower in the backcourt. They needed the size and defense that Bogut brought them.
That one misses.
You know, for Pau Gasol, calling last year a rough year might be an understatement. He fought off an injury and tried to find a role on a team that was in transition. A year like that can really take a lot out of a guy.
Nash against Bogut. Nash kicks to Bryant. Kaman inside. Kobe passes to Kaman. Young from outside. That's good. Young's got 15 points. And Steve, for Pau Gasol, he dealt with knee tendonitis from the first day of the season, then a concussion, torn plantar fascia. I mean, he just hit one setback, it seemed, health-wise after another.
It was just that kind of season, which symbolized the fate of his Lakers, too. They just never seemed to get it going until it was too late. But, you know, with Gasol, we're talking about a guy who's remained effective for a long time in his career. And when you have that kind of skill level, I think your game can translate as you get older.
Thompson dishes to Curry. Thompson with it, picked up by Kobe. Iguodala. Oh, good on the triple, but they'll get another chance. Curry, a screen on Nash. Nash against Thompson. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Thompson's got it all tied up now for the Warriors. Los Angeles has gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Nash against Curry. Nash outside. Passes it to Gasol. No one near him. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's now 7 points for Pau Gasol. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He was intent on running the offense through Kobe. Coach stressed the importance of starting their possessions by getting him the ball, something that hasn't been happening as often as it typically does. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Probably a good time to make some changes with a good chunk of the second half still to go, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. Nash drives in. He feeds it to Kaman. Young for three. Rebound by Lee. Lee's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Shot off the screen. Nash with the block. And so it looks like the Warriors will retain possession here. Hill, he's checked in for Pau Gasol.
Now into the lineup for the Lakers, Jordan Hill.
Curry outside, and he gets it to go. Curry's got 14. Clark and Steve, as we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, exactly right, Kevin. I mean, these teams just simply keep trading baskets, and as a result, trading the lead.
Yeah, neither side really able to create much of a cushion at all. So which team can make a little run here? We'll see.
Nash kicks to Hill. Back to Nash. Curry with the steal. It's Thompson off the drive, and Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Young
passes to King. Shot is off. Nice D from Bogut.
game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding is one thing that they've been able to dominate.
Yeah, they've chased down that pumpkin often.
It's Curry outside. Another miss by Curry. Lakers trailed by 3.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
And the Lakers with another miss.
Very porous defense down there by the hoop. He probably should make that one.
Wasted no time on that one. And now a 5-point Warrior lead.
And they got the most out of that possession, guys.
I think going back to D'Antoni and the Lakers, that Howard and Gasol were made more than a little disgruntled with how Clark he made use or didn't make use of them offensively.
You know, the Lakers brought in D'Antoni to try to emphasize Steve Nash and his role in the offense, but I think they neglected how that would affect the 7-footers. Didn't do a really good job of incorporating those guys, and when you've got Kobe getting his shots, that's a tough dynamic to work through.
Lee, a screen on Bryant for the 3. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Thompson. And that's now 20 points for Andre Iguodala. And the Lakers call time here. Andre Iguodala with a strong contribution so far in this one.
We need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
Lakers trail by 8. Now Kobe, 10 points for him. Young outside. 6 to shoot. And it's good.
His presence is very comforting for this team. He's kind of a fallback option for them anytime they need it.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here.
For Los Angeles, they've gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Nash dishes to Young. He kicks it to Kaman. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Beautiful lead pass there. He let his teammate run right underneath it.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Nash against Curry. Lets it go with a 3. Offensive rebound.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Nash drives in. Now the pass to Hill. Lee with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's tipped. Kobe with the steal. 4-on-3 as they bring it up. Pass to Nash. He dishes it to Hill. No luck. Good D by Lee. Warriors leading by 6. Iguodala's drive. Baseline try. Curry's shot is good. Curry's got 5 points in the quarter.
What a finish with that hoop.
Kobe gets a screen from Hill. Kaman against Bogut. Now, here is Young. Defense right on him. Pulls up from the corner. And that one hits back iron.
Well, you have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Here's Thompson. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. Thompson's got 16 points.
Boy, it was an impressive turnaround for Mark Jackson and the Warriors last season. I mean, his promise of making the playoffs didn't come together in his first season at the Controls, but in year 2, they got it done. And I tell you what, most thought Mark would be a really outstanding coach, and he's well on his way to making that a reality.
And that one's good. 6 points for Hill.
He's a high-effort guy, always looking for the offensive rebounds. He's got a skill set that coaches love to encourage.
Yeah, he's kind of like a pushover parent. You know, somebody that lets you have your way all the time. He'll give you plenty of seconds if you don't pay attention to him.
And for Mark Jackson, there had been some questions. He had never spent time as a coach, even as an assistant, and he just finished signing an extension through the 2014-15 season. I guess the question was, Steve, would he be able to take over the reins as a head coach?
Well, the biggest thing you want to do as an NBA coach is have your players buy into what you're selling, and Mark Jackson's been able to do that. His players believe in him. He motivates them. They like playing for him, and that's most of the battle right there.
Here's Blake. He's covered by Iguodala. Johnson, that's for two. And the Lakers with another miss.
Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
A big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well.
Warriors leading by 8. Right side Curry. No good. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Gasol a screen. Farmar kicks to Johnson. Here's Farmar, guarded by Curry. Back to Johnson. This one for three. And a great assist by Farmar as that one goes in. Farmar's got 5 assists in the game. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
That was a Max Rain alley-oop pass there, guys. It's got to be. I don't know if anybody's throwing one any longer.
That's just crazy.
Man, how high did he have to go to make that catch? What an unbelievable play. Wow.
Gasol, a screen on Curry. Farmar passes it to Gasol. Hill against Spates. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots from the baseline. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Blake.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Outside Curry. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Now an appropriate time as we get a chance to look at the all-time list for assist average. Some Hall of Fame point guards for sure. Magic and Stockton, the Big O, Oscar Robertson.
Yeah, Chris Paul right up there. You know, it surprises me how few players have averaged near double-digit assists. It's just not something you take for granted.
That's good from Barnes.
You know, Barnes is playing well. 16 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Tell you what, he should not hesitate to keep firing from out there because he's got the touch tonight.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
It's been over 3 decades since the Warriors have won a division title, guys. It's sad to hear if you're a fan, but they were a lot closer last season than they have been in a long time. Ended up second in the Pacific Division.
Blake dishes to Johnson. Lakers working the ball around now. That's good. Farmar's got 9. And so here is Golden State. 4-point game. And Clark, as you said with the Warriors, they were 9-7 against the rest of the Pacific Division. Did very well against the Clippers, but had some struggles with the other teams that kept them from closing, Steve, the gap to the top.
Well, for a long time, remember, they were right on the heels of the Clippers in the division race, but they fell into a little bit of a slump after the All-Star break. It's going to be interesting to see how it all pans out this year with the addition of Andre Iguodala. And this team has the potential to take another step up the ladder.
Down low, Blake. Now Farmar. He's got 9. Again, the Lakers.
Well, you know, he has shot the ball well, but it has not been contagious. And his teammates, they haven't had the same groove, and that's why we're looking at this result so far.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Curry outside. Offensive rebound. Azili kicks to Curry. And here is Barnes. He's got 16. Iguodala outside in low to space. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Farmar. Shot is no good. And we've reached the end of the third. Warriors lead by 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. The third quarter comes to a close. And our State Farm assisted the game replay. Great offensive play. 1 of 8 assists on the night that we've seen from Stephen Curry.
And you got to love that play, guys, but it's been one after another for him all game long. He just has that uncanny awareness of where his teammates are on the court all the time.
Lakers trail by 6. Blake with it, pass to Bryant. The feed to Kaman. Johnson kicks to Gasol. Knocked away. Lee with the steal. Kobe with the steal. Outside Gasol. Back to Bryant. And it's blocked by Curry.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possession, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And another thing they're doing is really taking advantage of fast break opportunities, scoring some easy baskets.
Fade away, count it, and the Warrior lead has been cut down to 6 points. That one good from Kobe.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end. And I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Barnes kicks to Lee. Gasol with the steal. Johnson with it. He's picked up by Lee. Bryant passes to Johnson. Outside Bryant. Lets it go from deep. That's good from Johnson on the assist from Kobe. 12 points for Johnson.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game by giving up easy shots like that. It has to start at the defensive end.
And the shot is good. And that's 31 points for Andre Iguodala.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Bryant.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
On its way from Curry for 2. A rebound by the Lakers. Kaman's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Blake dishes to Kaman. Johnson kicks to Bryant. Fader on the way, and he gets it to go. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
They'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
Down low, it's tipped and stolen by Kaman. Guys, a potent offense right now.
Yeah, Kevin, really the offense is flowing quite nicely right now.
Playing with a lot of confidence, just some self-assurance. I like what we're seeing.
Johnson, that's for 2. No good. That would have tied it. Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. Lee sets a screen for Iguodala. Here's Curry with the 3. That falls. Nice speed that time from Andre Iguodala. And that's now 19 points for Steph Curry. Los Angeles calls timeout.
It's like he saw some things out there that needed adjusting and wants to talk it over a little bit with his club.
I don't think you can ever go wrong burning the timeout if you see something you don't like and you need to talk about it.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Mike D'Antoni gave to his team during that break. He told his team to keep looking for three-point opportunities, saying their perimeter defense isn't doing a good job getting out on our shooters. So let's keep firing away until they decide to guard us.
Nash drives in, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
You know, people look at Steve Nash, guys, and I don't know if they automatically think tremendous athlete, but he is. He's a different type of tremendous athlete. He's not going to blind you or amaze you with his running and jumping ability, but it's his agility, his coordination, his balance, the fact that he's ambidextrous, not only with his hands, but with his feet. I mean, he's equally balanced going either way with the ball or on his pivots. And he attributes a lot of that to playing soccer and ice hockey as a youth.
He's perfect from the line this time. And for Nash, his great agility really helps him on the offensive side, certainly. And change of speed and direction and shifting all over the floor. He can keep defenders off balance. Always has been able to do that.
Yeah, but defensively is where he's suffered here the last couple of seasons, just losing a little bit as he's aged. But, you know, a smart player and understands how to survive defensively out on the floor.
Outside, Kobe looks for Kaman, gets it to him, can't hit.
How about the effort we're seeing from him on the boards? He's already in double figures.
Yeah, and more importantly, Steve, his rebounds are leading the team.
Thompson passes to Curry. Shoots from 12. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Boy, he can be a matchup nightmare inside the paint.
Lakers trail by 7. Nash dishes to Kobe. Good, and the assist goes to Nash. Nash has got his 4th assist in this one.
This is the kind of one-man performance that can win games for a team.
Yeah, he's unflappable, Steve. He doesn't seem rattled at all by the score and is now 4 for 4 in the quarter.
Thompson for 3, and another 3 for Golden State.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Well, that's 3 of the last 5 makes, having been behind the three-point line. So, got to make some adjustments defensively.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Outside Gasol. Kicks it to Bryant. Over Bogut. 4 seconds left. Kobe, no luck.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. So we'll see Steph Curry go to the line right here. That one is on Kaman.
Well, a lot of people thought Steph Curry should have been an all-star last season. But he still made his mark, the most threes ever in the season. And not just a gunner, but he also became the first player in NBA history to average over 3 triples and 6 assists a game.
And together as a tandem last season, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson crushed the record for most three-pointers in a season, Steve. 483 combined threes.
What an incredible young combination in the backcourt. Thompson played the rookie-sophomore game, and Curry was actually snubbed from the All-Star game, but he did win Western Conference Player of the Month in April. First Warrior to win a Player of the Month honor since Chris Mullin back in 1990.
Bogut with a screen on Bryant. Here's Thompson. Plays it up and banks it in. Thompson's got the lead up to 11 now for the Warriors.
And another gap in the defense found right there. This is one of the worst defensive performances I have ever seen.
Nash drives in. That's good from Kaman on the assist by Nash. 6 points for Chris Kaman.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They sure are. That's 3 straight buckets that have come off of assists.
And Thompson kicks to Iguodala. In low to Bogut. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
Andrew Bogut, 2.
Free throw good, Bogut.
It had been half a decade since the Lakers hadn't won the Pacific Division, and their back-to-back titles included in that stretch. But it was quite the fall from grace they took, as the Kings of the Pacific would end up 8-8 and third in the division a season ago.
No good on the second free throw. Touching back on the Lakers in the Pacific Division, you look at the problems they had with how they played, Steve, and the way the rest of the division stacked up. You could see the problems lining up for them.
Well, the division got better, Kevin. I mean, that's the big thing. Both the Clippers and the Warriors turned out to be excellent teams. And, Phoenix and Sacramento, not so much. But in the end, the Lakers really had to deal with a couple of teams that were just flat out better than them.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
A drive by Iguodala. Thompson passes to Lee. Right side, Lee. Back to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots it up. And it's Kaman with the rebound. Kaman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Nash kicks to Kobe. Inside to Gasol. Off his foot. And it's being called a kickball. On defense, the Warriors. The 12-point lead, their biggest of the game. Here's Bryant. No luck. Excellent D here by Iguodala. Golden State's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Curry's shot is good.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Kaman kicks to Gasol. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Back to Curry. Dishes to Bogut. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 10 points for Andrew Bogut.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
Nash dishes to Kobe. Right side, Bryant. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Even though he's getting up there in years, guys, Powell's effectiveness shouldn't really drop off much. He's a long, skilled player who doesn't play off the ground very much, and his versatility should help his longevity.
Clark, you mentioned the versatility of Pau Gasol. Steve, it's really the defining quality of his game, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, the ability to do so many things offensively as a big guy just really completes a team. Now you can run any kind of offense you want. And Pau, as a passer, as a scorer, as a shooter, has been one of the best in the game for the last decade.
Looking at the game for Gasol, 10 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, you look at the Lakers' struggles last season. I think it surprised most of us. Some of it was injuries. Part of it was just a lack of production off the bench. Then there was the inconsistency of the coaching and just the number of different people who were on that bench. So, difficult season for the Lakers.
Timeout called the Warriors. And you look at the struggles of the Lakers bench last season. When injury struck, they didn't have the players really to fill that void.
Yep. Kevin, I think for the Lakers, the bold strokes for the star players have been impressive, but it's the fine details of finding undervalued role players. That's where they've been lacking. Once injuries happen, that was thrown into sharp relief. And really, even when healthy, to win a title, You can't just have a great starting five. We know that. You need another 4 or 5 players you can count on to give you quality minutes.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Mark Jackson had some words for his team over that break. Their fast break offense has been lacking, in his opinion, and he let his players know about it. Look for them to really start pushing the basketball. He also told them their offense needs to center around the pick and roll. That's a play he feels they can use to really exploit the weaknesses in this defense. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks again, Doris. Bogut the pass to Curry. On the wing, it's Iguodala. Bogut kicks to Lee. And stolen by Kaman. Lakers trail by 10. Kobe attacking. Feeds it to Kaman. That's in, coming off an assist by Kobe. 8 points for Chris Kaman.
Beautiful ball movement again.
Last 5 trips, they've all ended with a great pass leading to a basket, Steve. I mean, they are really sharing the basketball.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Los Angeles.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
Kobe with the steal. 3 on 3.
Things are really tightening up now, guys. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Not sure where it was before, but better late than never.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're in front by 4. There's 1:26 left in the fourth quarter. Against Curry. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Here's Lee, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebound.
Well, you have to rebound to win, and that's exactly what's happening right now.
Timeout called the Lakers. They're down by 6. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. There's 1:17 left to play in the final quarter. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just huge, getting each scoring opportunity. They continue to find ways to make this finale so exciting.
This is do or die time. I mean, they need to have a spurtability moment. And we've seen exactly that. Kobe having just a fantastic game. He's got 26 points and also 5 steals. He's showing us those quick hands today, both when he has the ball and when he doesn't.
Yeah, he's really distributed well on the offensive side, and then ball hawking defensively. He's been impressive.
Curry kicks to Thompson. It is now to Bogut. Here's Curry. Can't get it to go. Nash with some nice D. The Lakers shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Young for 3, and the rebound goes to the Warriors. I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so too. Lee with the ball. And Kaman picks him up defensively. Curry dishes to Bogut. Good!
Defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height. Not much time to work with. They need a basket here.
Yep, they've got to get a steal or foul to stop the clock.
Here's Gasol. And the Lakers with another miss. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul, third team foul.
Golden State's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth, and that's an intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul, fourth team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Klay Thompson. At the line for 2.
It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
And the Lakers call time here. They trail by 7. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Guys, what do you think?
Well, never say never, I guess. They just have no quit in them.
And I think you have to respect that attitude and approach. I know most teams would have called it a game already.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Warriors shooting has been just outrageous, 64% from the field at this point. Now here's Douglas. So we see the Warriors get the win here. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, thank you. I'm with Klay Thompson. You were able to really help out your team on the offensive end. What enabled such a big night of productivity for you?
Well, I'm just used to the pace of the game by now, and my teammates do a good job of finding me when I'm open, so all credit goes to them. I just catch and fire when I'm open.
Thank you, Klay. We so appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And, folks, that about concludes our broadcast tonight. For Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching as we leave you with our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Iguodala.
Basketball season has returned.